Hey, he did a great job. Put it together. Chris did it, made it happen. What a great training. We're going to be passing out some things right now. First thing that's going to happen, you're going to get one of the fill in the blanks to be able to follow along. Also, we're passing out raffle tickets for the raffle that we're going to be having at the end. We're going to be giving away some free stuff. And also, if you don't have a card yet, you got to let us know. If you don't have a card yet, you got to let us know. So just if you could, Marisol's going to be helping us out with that. Anna Allen, raise your hand real high if you don't have a card. A couple people right here. If you don't have a card yet, we got a handful of people here that don't have a card yet. So the card is very important. You want to protect this with your life, okay? Don't be selling your card. They're not transferable. If anybody gets found out that they're selling their card, they're not going to graduate. Now, realize how this works. Obviously, I know some of you, mainly you that are obviously raising your hands for the first time, you're saying to yourself, hold on a second, how am I going to go to graduate? It's not like step one, step two. These are not steps. These modules, they just all synergistically work. So once we get through social media, then we're going to have Why Riman again. So let's just say that somebody misses next week. I don't think anybody's going to miss team building. Everybody's excited about that. But if you miss one of the courses, what happens is what? 12 weeks from now, it's going to come back around. So don't feel like, oh my God, I got to cancel a trip to, Fiji that I've got planned, or, work my wedding around, obviously, the Riman University system. And then everybody's going to get a chance. Once you get through, you're going to graduate. The fill in the blanks follow along with that in order to be able to get credit for the course, right? If you don't follow along with the fill in the blanks, you're not going to get credit for the course. You're not going to graduate. Once you graduate, what happens is people start following you. People want to follow people that know what they're doing. It's pretty simple, right? So imagine that you could take 30 years of knowledge, right? What my mentors have taught me over the last 30 years, and put it into a training system and a program and develop people. Julian was a part of the last system that we ran when we started this university program in a previous company that we built to $1 billion in sales. And it was because of the university. We started it just like this. And what happened was the success that we created in our market was overwhelming. So then we had to break off because we had so many people coming from San Diego. We started at San Diego University. Then we started in LA University, and it grew into 20 different markets throughout the United States. Right now, they're going to be launching this system in Mexico City at the building in Insurgentes. I've got a call Sunday with Carl in the Philippines. We're going to be launching this university system in the Philippines. We're going to be launching it in Singapore. So every country that we go into, we're going to be launching it, but also we're going to be launching it throughout the United States. Because I know we've got people here from Utah. I saw Amber, one of our top team leaders, got one of the biggest organizations on our entire team. Amber, stand up for a second. Let's give Amber a round of applause. She hates this, but we're going to make her. She's awesome, out of Utah. If you guys saw her, you're like, whoa, she's got a monster team. And loves the matching bonuses at Riman. I think we got, do we have Marisol? Are some of these people from Mexico?
Yes.
You guys are from Mexico. Stand up if you're from Mexico. Literally just came in today. What an amazing situation. So, all right, I want to congratulate everybody. This week, it's one of my favorite subjects, is Mastering the Pop-Up. This is literally, basically the engine that drives the Riman opportunity, is the pop-up system. Okay, this system that, this is exactly how we built our company, that him and I started out of my garage. Literally, we just had about 2,000 plus pop-ups going on every single night, all across, the world after we took that thing international. And it's the funnest thing that you can do. But today, we're going to be giving you some tips. Really what we're going to be giving you is some insights and giving you a clear path to create massive success in a short period of time. All your responsibility is to learn this information, apply this information, and then cash big checks, okay? So, you guys okay with that? Some of you are looking at me serious, like, I don't know if I can cash those big checks, right? Team, I can't wait for team building next week, man. I got a little commercial right there. Let's get into this information here. First thing is this Module 3, Mastering K-Pop-Ups. Basically, we're going to be talking about what a K-Pop is, and for the first, for your notes, right? This is how easy this is. If you can't fill this thing out, if you struggle with it, you're like, man, this fill in the blank, dude, is a little bit too hard for me. We made it so a guy like me that didn't graduate high school could become successful. This is underlined, right? So the first word that you're missing in your handout is what? Win. okay? And it's W-I-N, not the W-H one, okay? So here's what I want to share with you. Basically, a pop-up is how we expose people to the opportunity, okay? Whether you're talking to somebody, a one-on-one or two-on-one, whatever the situation may be. But a good pop-up, you want to have at least 3 people. We'll talk about that when we go through the Secret for Success system at the end. But understand, it's getting people together and letting the product do its work. The product is the superstar in Riman. Okay? The product works. So all you got to do is, guess what? Put the product to what? Work. If the product works, but you don't let it work, what are you doing? Right? Let it work and find some skin and we're off to the races, okay? So let's talk about why it's the most duplicatable way to win, okay? First thing I'm going to give you is just a couple insights that is kind of interesting. And the first thing is this. These are the 6 reasons why pop-ups are so duplicatable. Once again, duplicatable is underlined, okay? Everyone can do K-pop-ups. Everybody can do what? K-pop-ups, okay? That's the word you're looking for. The average Facebook user has about 338 friends. The average Instagram user has about 200 followers. So people are like, man, I want to be a social media influencer, like Kim Weimer. Okay, well, she's got about 1 million people on IG, and the average person's got 200. So it's going to take an average person with 200 to get to 1 million. It's going to take quite some time and a growth curve. But a person that has 200 Instagram followers, guess what they can do? They know people with skin. Have you ever noticed that? And all they got to do is, guess what? Let the products do what they do best, which is what? Work. Okay, let the products work. Number 2 is make the products the superstar. Once again, I talk about it all the time. Let the products be the superstar. When you have wow factor products like we've got, wow factor products that work immediately, we're talking about basically what we have is, it's like you can't even rob a bank and make the type of money that we make, okay? As long as you're putting the products on people's faces, okay? So anyone can get products on a face. Face is the word you're looking for in that one, obviously. And warm market is the only way to start. I did put the best way originally. I'm like, it's not the best way, man. It's the only way. Because if you can't influence a friend, you're going to struggle influencing a stranger. Do you guys see that? So when you get started, everybody makes a list. When they get started, everybody makes a what? List, right? We talk about it all the time. And once you make that list, on that list are people that will become wealthy with Riman. People on that list are going to fall in love with the products. There's people on your list like that. I don't care. You're like, well, I just know a bunch of average people. Yeah, that's what you want. I knew a bunch of below average people when I got started in this profession 30 years ago when I was in high school. My mentor said, this is the average person's best chance. And I go, what about me? I'm below average. He goes, well, it's the best chance for average people, but below average people, it might be your only chance. But what I realized was I made that list of 100 just like my mentor told me to do. See, the difference maker between me and some of you is I take action. Do you guys see the difference? I just do it. I just don't even question, debate, or discuss. I just do. Some people think. I don't think. I just do. You can't think and hit the ball at the same time. You guys, that's a Babe Ruth quote, by the way. No. That's Yogi Berra. Here's what I'm going to share with you, okay? Once again, I apologize for giving you guys a Babe Ruth. That was not a Babe Ruth. Yesterday's home runs won't win today's games. That's Babe Ruth. There we go. Woo! I love quotes. Right? Because it's like I could think about good stuff all day and never come up with one as good as that, right? These people from Mexico don't even know what I'm talking about. They're like, this guy is just fun to watch. He's crazy. I don't know what he's saying, but I hope they like how I'm saying it. Okay? I love it. I love getting on calls that are in another language. I'm just sitting there. I was on one on last Saturday. There was like 500 people on this call for Spain. I'm just sitting there going, these people are over the top jacked. I've never seen it. I was like, this is crazy. But I'm telling you, this moment in time will never be recreated again. And I can't wait for next week we go over team building because we're going to really get into it. But the key to this business is you've got to understand that it's the most duplicatable way to build, okay? Let's talk a little bit more about pop-ups and why it's the most duplicatable way to build, okay? These are for your notes. Everyone loves to have fun. Have you ever noticed that? Everybody loves to have fun. Okay, fun's the word we're looking for there. Social interaction is a fundamental human need that is essential for mental health. Whoa! Whoa! AI came up with that one. I'm done. You guys think I'm joking? That's AI right there. No, it's like, it's a fun, it really is, because it's like, it's good for your health. I looked up on Google, I was like, isn't like getting together with people and having fun good for your health? And they're like, social interaction is, I'm like, ooh, that sounds smart. That sounds like Angie wrote it. Okay, so number 5, faster is better than bigger. Ooh, let me explain why, okay? Okay, I would rather have 100 pop-ups with 3 guests than 1 pop-up with 300 guests. Now let me explain why. You have 100 pop-ups with 3 guests, guess what you've got? You've got 100 people talking about the products. When you talk to people about the Riman products, guess what happens? You get jacked up. You understand? When I do a presentation, guess who's going to be the most fired up tonight? Me. Right? When you do a training, you get pumped, right? When you share the Riman opportunity, people are like, I don't like to talk to people. I don't like to do presentations. It's like, you need to do one then. Because you're going to get excited, right? When you present the information, you're getting the most out of it. So if you have one presenter talking to 300 people, it's not as powerful as having 100 people talking to 3. Did you guys catch me on that? Because every time when I point a finger at you, I'm pointing 3 back at me. Meaning, whenever I share the information with you, I'm getting 3 times more out of it than you are, okay? So once again, you're looking for faster than 100. Now, right there, duplication is a relay race. That's the word you're looking for, relay race in your notes, okay? Success is found in the exchange zone. Any of you guys that are in the relay races know the exchange zone is when you pass the baton in a relay race to somebody else. That's where the magic takes place. What you're trying to do is what? Duplicate. That's the magic. You're not trying to be the king or queen. I'm going to talk about this in Leadership 101, but I'm going to talk about it in the leadership training, but you're not trying to be the king or queen. You're trying to be the king or queen maker. That's the magic. You're not trying to be the superstar. Let the products be the superstar. And duplicate having people out there just talking about the products, talking about the products, talking about the products. Because the products will do the heavy lifting for you. Okay? So let's talk about it, okay? We talked a little bit about duplication. Now we're going to move forward to the next one, right? Mastering K pop-ups. Start with the K pop-up mindset. We're going to talk first about the 6 inches between your 2 ears, right? Because that's where all the magic happens. So the word that's missing there is mindset for your notes, okay? Here's what I want to share with you. It's still up there, mindset, in case you want to know how to spell it. M-I-N-D. No, you guys think I'm joking. You've seen me spell it without the D before. I'm like, Minset? What are we doing, Tim? Tips on developing the proper pop-up mindset. Once you pop, you can't stop. Once you pop, it's like almost like, what are those little chips? You guys know what I'm talking about? Remember the ones? The one with the deal with the big smiley face? I don't know. I don't eat chips too much anymore. But anyways, when I was a kid, I used to love those bad boys. But once you pop, you can't stop, okay? You'll get better the more K pop-ups that you do. Let me give you an example. If I'm doing 1 K pop a month, or I'm doing 5 K pop a month, or I'm doing 10 K pop a month, which one am I going to get better at? When I'm doing them a lot. Okay? The most I ever got up to was doing about 3 a night. I pushed it to 4, and it was tough. Because I was driving around from city to city to city, and it was like, I'm here for 10 minutes, take over now. And I was just bouncing around. But the key is just duplication, 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 duplication. Okay? Quick, fast, now. That's the magic. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Have your K-pops up no matter what. Have your K-pop up no matter what. Okay? A terrible K-pop today is better than a perfect K-pop up tomorrow. You might want to put a little smiley face next to that one, because that's straight fire. A terrible pop-up today is better than a terrible pop-up today is better than a perfect pop-up tomorrow. That's magic. I love that one. You just got to take action. So many people are ready. Aim, 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 aim. Tomorrow, I can't wait to aim. Aim, aim. And they're getting ready to get ready, to get ready. And some people get started. I talked about it last week. I know some of you enjoyed it when I talked about the fact that most people think they don't have a boss. That's why they're excited. Oh man, I don't have a boss. You don't have a boss? I got a boss. It's called me. And whenever you're hard on yourself, life is easy on you. But if you're easy on yourself, life will be hard on you. I'm like, I work myself hard. I'm like, get to work, dude. boss ever. You'd be like, oh, give him a break. Let him eat. Let him eat. That's abuse or whatever it's called, right? I'm calling the labor board. Call the labor board on you. Okay? Just take action, man. Find some skin. We're going to make it happen. You can become great by doing. You become great by doing, not by watching. Okay? You get great by doing it. Run your race. Run your leg of the race. Right? You can't duplicate something that you're not doing. Duplication. We'll talk about it when we get into leadership, but you can watch somebody else do it, or you can just do it. You got to take action. Because without action, guess what? Nothing counts. Woo! I love that one. My mentor taught me that one. Here you go. Let's talk about that mindset that everybody keeps talking about. Don't be perfect, be believable. God, this is jackpot city. Good God. I feel like we're printing money giving you guys all this insight. Don't be a know-it-all, be a do-it-all. That's jackpot. Okay, everything duplicates. Because how you bring them in is how you bring them up. Okay, I love that. Be confident, make it duplicatable, and have fun. Visualize the results that you want. Woo! This stuff's getting fire. The only thing you're missing is the fact you think you're missing something. Just pop till you drop. Pop till you drop, baby. And then fancy doesn't duplicate. Low budget duplicates. Okay, low budget equals duplication. Let me explain all this stuff to you. When you have, I was in San Diego. Some of you guys know Abigail Meister. She had me do an event in San Diego. 2 of them on a Saturday. I went down there, did one for this group at a gym, right? We had about 30 people at a gym, and we did it at this gym. And then I went over to this lady's house to do the pop-up. Okay, the gym was awesome. Total duplicatable, right? Smelled like a gym. Like, we know that's duplicatable. Anybody can find some place that stinks to do a meeting. But we go over to this lady's house. She got crab legs. I'm like, thank God I got here early. Put these damn crab legs away. What are you doing? You want to make sure that you don't make any money? That ain't duplicatable. Somebody comes to one of these, they're like, oh, I got to go spend $200 on some crab legs if I want to do this business. No thanks. I'm like, break out some Doritos. If they're stale, even better. Bring out some of those cheap pretzels. You know, the ones that come like in the big jars, the big bags. What you're trying to do is understand you're trying to duplicate. Like I did a Facebook Live a couple days ago with some of the team, and I was explaining to them like I've done them in trailer parks before. I have this group in San Clemente. There's these little, I didn't even know it was it, not San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, right by the beach. Had no idea it was there. I'm like, what is this? Like, it's a super nice area down there, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a trailer park. So I pull in this trailer park, and I'm just doing I do a pop-up in this dude's trailer. There's like 5 people. These people get jacked out of their mind. They go grab like 5 people. And now we're going to have to break it outside now. So now I'm doing it outside right in front of the trailer. And I did about 4 or 5 that night. We signed up like 20 people. It was insane. It was insane. I was like, this is nuts. I've done pop-ups literally everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere you can imagine. When I taught anybody how to do network marketing when he was 19, when I worked with him, we were doing it out of UNLV campus. Right? I just picked him up. I said, let's go to UNLV and sign everybody up. We were doing it out of the coffee shop there that they had on campus, and we were doing it out of the library. This is 26 years ago, right? But we were doing it out of the library. They had these little breakout rooms. We're just doing meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting all day long. Pop, 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 pop. What I'm telling you is it doesn't matter where you do it. Some people overanalyze. Like I've done them in garages. Hawaii's the best. Because some of the islands, like you do it in Kauai, there's chickens everywhere. Crazy. You do a meeting and there's like, you're like, what? Chickens? That's crazy. But you want to make it duplicatable. You want to make it simple. You want to dummy it down. And be a do-it-all, not a know-it-all. What does that mean? Don't try to be too smart. Let me explain something. This is next level leadership that I'm about to give you. Some of you right now are going to be like, ching, ching. So mainly you guys that are team leaders and higher. I'm about to give you gold nuggets. You know in school they ask you questions, right? The teacher does? The teacher knows the answer. They're asking you to see if you what? Know it. And then they judge you whether you know it or not. Okay? That's not real life. Okay? That's not real life. In real life, in this business, if somebody asks you a question, guess what? They don't know the answer. Do you understand that? Now that doesn't mean that has to be like, oh, just make something up. No! I'm not thinking that way. Because I know somebody like, well, that makes sense. Just make something up. No. If Tony doesn't know something and he asks me, and I'm like, I don't know either. Guess how this dude feels? Heck yeah! Sweet. I just empowered him. I go, but let me find out. Let me find out. Let me call somebody that knows. Did you guys see what I just did? Let me just give you guys a little, this is a side note, this is not even in your notes, but this is leadership. I'm giving you some gold nuggets. Woo! There's golden in our heels. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You guys are serious tonight. It's because it was too hot today, huh? What happened? Somebody left their heater on? Here's what I'm going to share with you. Learn how to say, I don't know. I see Robert nodding his head. That's how Robert operates. I'm telling you, that's how Timmer operates. Why? Because am I trying to make Tony, do I want Tony to make him think that I'm better than him? No, I want him to think, damn dude, this dude's just like me. I can do it what? Too. Don't be a know-it-all. Trust me on this. Some my friends are different. Yeah, right. You have no idea how right I am on this one. I will fight you to the death arguing this one. I made a fortune in this business by not knowing. I'll be at the doing the K-pop and I'll be in the middle of the thing. I'm like, where's the one that smells good that you have to shake? What's it called again? Oh yeah, that's right. They have no idea I know the name. But do the guests know the name? No. So the guests are like, dang dude, I can do this. What are we trying to do? We trying to show off or we trying to get rich? Stop knowing too much. Dummy it down. Trust me, I'm telling you guys how to get wealthy right now. So module 3, mastery K-pop-ups, okay? The separation is in the preparation. The separation is in the preparation. Woo! Woo! Word you're looking for there is preparation, okay? Here we go. Preparation, not perspiration. I know some of you watch me train and I start sweating. You're like, oh, must be perspiration. Some of you are like, I was at convention, bro. I was at convention, dude. She's like, you jumped out the shower, dude. Okay, always ask, what must I do to do the best K-pop ever? What must I do to do the best K-pop ever? It's funny because I do this every time I do a presentation. I write down, what must I do to do the best presentation ever? I taught that to Danny Bay. Now remember, I've worked with Danny Bay for like maybe 17 years. And I went to the first conference that we did in Riman. I wasn't even in yet, I was a guest. And he showed me his notes. He goes, I'm going up. He goes, look what I wrote down. What must I do to do the best presentation ever? Dude, never forgot that. Still does it to this day, just like I do it. You've got to understand, when you ask your subconscious mind a question, your conscious mind will ask your subconscious mind a question, subconscious mind is going to give you an answer, okay? So, if you ask yourself, what must I do to do the best K-pop ever? And then write down a couple things, and then probably you're going to forget some of those things, it doesn't matter, right? They don't know, okay? So number 1, before. Number 2, for your notes, during. Number 3, what? After. Those are the 3 things. When I go into an event, before, during, after. When we go to a convention, before, during, after. I'm always what? Before, during, what? After. Always trying to be the best at all of them, okay? To be able to make it the best experience ever. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this. Tips on how to prepare before your K-pop up, okay? Invite twice as many people as you want to show, okay? Be positive when people don't show. Like, it's embarrassing I have to say that, but I definitely have to say that. Good Lord, how many of you guys, all the leaders in the room that are K-pop up machines like I am, how many times have you done a K-pop up? There's 5 people there, and the person's like, the 2 people that didn't show, and they're, oh my God, my 2 people didn't show. Okay, first off, these 4 that show don't know that. Number 2 is, now they're mad too. They're like, well, I should have showed too then. Don't think about the ones that don't come, focus on the ones that what? Do. I already know half are gonna show. Half are going to show, and if you're getting less than half, get ready for the tie down. I'm going to teach you how to do a tie down in a little bit. Woo! I'm so glad I'm sharing this information. Okay? Pick a location. Office, home, recreation room, restaurant. I did one at a pizza place one time. It worked. Signed up a lot of people. It was a round table pizza in like San Jose. I flew up there to do an event in San Jose. This person puts like 30 people in this round table. I'm like, what? Are we allowed to do this? We get kicked out? I go, I better order some pizzas, right? So I ordered a bunch of pizzas for everybody. I go, have them ready whenever the event's over. You guys ever seen these people make pizzas? Loud. They're banging it, smacking it. I'm like, good God, this dude's slapping the pizza, dude. You've never seen them make it, right? I mean, what do? We order pizza and it shows up in our house, right? When they make it, this dude's slapping the pizza. I'm like, what is happening? I'm over here doing a presentation, this dude's smacking pizza. What do you think? You don't have to smack it, bro. Trust me, you don't have to. My wife is a cook. Like, anyways, for us, she is. She's good, right? And she makes pizzas and she doesn't even smack them. Okay, so you don't have to smack the pizza, dude. You're just trying to throw up my pop-up. But it worked. Everybody signed. Not everybody, but only the ones that I care about. Whenever somebody doesn't show up, I forget about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I never let yesterday's clouds ruin today's sunshine. Jackpot. Okay, so have 2 K-pop ups, okay? To promote. Alternative choice. Sunday or Monday, whatever it is. Afternoons, or weekends and weekdays. Give them 2 choices. When you're inviting out to the pop-up, what do you want to do? Have 2 pop-ups to promote. Okay? So I'm asking you, hey, we got to get together at my house. Just trust me, whatever you got going on, trust me, just cancel. You've got to be over here. Okay, we're going to have so much fun. It's going to be amazing. I'm not taking no for an answer. You've got to see what I got my hands on. Listen, what's better for you, weekend or what's better for you, weekend or weekdays? Boom. Okay? So here it is, confidence, excitement, exclusive, tie down, and edify. Boom! For your notes, you're looking for tie down, right? I'm going to talk about a tie down right now, okay? You guys ready for this one? Confidence. Okay, confident. We know what confident looks like. Just be confident. How do you become confident? Visualize the results you want to have. When I call somebody up to recruit them, I don't visualize them being excited. I visualize them going director. I visualize them blowing this company up. So now when I'm talking to them, I'm very convincing. Because I've already got a vision for them. All I got to do is get them to be able to see what I see for them. Okay? Excitement. Look, enthusiasm is the most contagious of all human emotions. You know how most people's life is? Boring. Life's like this. Nothing exciting. Then they find like a shortcut to work that cuts off 2 minutes. And they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Just take 2 minutes going to work. They're telling everybody about it. They're posting it on social media. Like that's the highlight of the month. They're like not pumped, okay? So when you're excited about something, guess what? People want to be excited too. People won't remember even what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. So just have fun and be excited, and people are going to want to do it. Do you guys see how this works? Yeah. So good. Exclusive, right? You just want to make it exclusive. Like when people come over to your pop-up, and they're the ones that show up, like I hand-selected you guys. Like these are the people that I hand-selected that I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Right? Always make it seem exclusive. Tie down is how you get people to show up, and I'm going to spend some time on that. Edify. You want to edify the situation. Now, you guys ready for a tie down? Now, if I'm calling somebody, let's say I'm calling Tony up, I'm going to say Tony, and let's say Alan's going to be at or I'm going to say Julian's going to be at my pop-up. Okay, my buddy that knows 100% information, he's going to be coming in from out of town to meet with you. I can definitely count on you to be there, right? You're not going to make me look bad? I know I can. I know you're not going to make me look bad. So I just put some pressure on him to show up. What most of you will hear is, yeah, totally, man. I'm definitely probably going to show up. As soon as you hear that probably, you got to call him out. Probably, man, I'm not taking no for an answer. My buddy's coming in from out of town, so I got to make sure I count on you. I did this one time, this is very early on in my career, right? To my buddy Ben Yang, he ended up being one of my biggest leaders. I get this dude Ben Yang in. Ben's supposed to come to the Thursday night event, right? He doesn't show. But I already tied him down. Told him that my brother-in-law is going to be coming in from out of town to meet with him. And I can't let you make me look bad, because if you make me look bad, then my brother-in-law's not gonna want to, take care of me and show me how to become successful in this new business. So I gotta count on you. I can count on you, right? Ben said, yeah. I called Ben. I said, Ben, what is going on, man? I go, my brother-in-law right now, he's looking at me upset. He's about to kick me out of the damn building. You better get over here now. Ben showed up, signed up, became one of my biggest leaders. Woo! I'm not playing games. I got kicked out of recess, guys, because I don't play. You guys are so much fun. All right. So here's let's break this thing down fast. Okay, here we go. Be prepared. Be prepared. You're looking for B. Be prepared. Okay? Products, mirrors, product order forms with pics, obviously, banners, product brochures, product boxes, before and after slide deck. And I'm gonna give you guys a slide deck tonight. What? Oh yeah, Tim's crazy. Tim's crazy. He did that. Hope it works, because it's a QR code. I don't know how to work this stuff, so I try to put a QR code that links you up to the slide deck that I use for my before and afters. Okay, here it is. Assault the senses. Okay, sight. Like, you don't have to clean up your house too good, but if there's some dog poop, like, clean it up, right? Smell's got to be good. The smell's got to be good. You guys want to know orange citrus? I'm giving you guys all the answers. Orange makes people want to get started. You didn't even know that. Now you do. Taste. Have some cucumber water ready to roll. What are we talking about? Not wine. If you're gonna do wine, do it after. People will be drunk, be like, what are all these products I bought? Like, some of you dirty dogs, right? Just get them hammered. Watch Angie's product trainings. You guys catch that? Yeah. You're looking for what? Training on that one, okay? Don't learn too much. I'm being serious. Don't learn too much. Don't learn too much. Like, some of these words are big. You're going to scare people to death if you start talking about that stuff. Meaning, like, they're going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Then you're going to ask them, hey, what'd you like best about what you saw? And they're going to be like, I need to think about it. Well, the reason why they need to think about it is because you confuse them with your big words. I don't know, put this stuff on my skin and it looks better. You guys see what I'm saying? Check out my before and after. I just tell people results, not ingredients. You guys haven't heard me say it. I know some of you guys have been plugged in here in Southern California. You've heard me say it. All I was looking for is kissy time with the lights on with my wife. That's all I was looking for. Sure enough, boom. We do that now. Boom! I wasn't getting that. I've been married for 30 years, man. Back in the days, I used to get that. We used to get kissy time with the lights on. She sometimes even keep her eyes open. Like a killer. No, I'm kidding. People are like, does everybody kiss with the eyes closed? Depends on what you look like. Oh, God, this is crazy. You are too much today. Have kids? Listen, have kids. No, Julian, I told you to wait. Come on. Don't take this literally. God dang. But no, I got to change this thing right here. Julian's like, I was paying attention to the journey. He said have kids. We wouldn't have done that. No, have kids, pets, and negative family members in the other room. Like, one rotten apple can spoil the whole barrel. I can talk about this for hours. I can give you tons of examples. Just trust me when I say it. Trust me when I say it. I had a cat one time with claws. Like, who doesn't do claw their cat? Dude's just going, like, in the middle of my event, I'm like standing up there in front of the people, talking about the products and this cats, and I'm going after it. I'm like, what is that over there? I didn't do that. I would never do that. But seriously, I had to go like get my pants fixed. Dude, no joke, man. Dogs. Oh, this is crazy stuff that's happening. Oh, you guys want to hear a good one? I love these ones. Firecrackers on 4th of July. And I was in the ghetto. Okay? So I was already on the because I'm tough in Irvine. Like, I'm a badass in Irvine. Somewhere real, I'm not very tough. So I'm already keeping my head on a swivel. All of a sudden, I hit the deck. Get out! They're all laughing. It's fireworks. I'm like, oh God. My wife was dying laughing. She was at that event. You should tell her to say it, because she doesn't. He's such an idiot. There's so many. That's what's fun about pop-ups is there's just crazy stories. Crazy stories. Like the more you have, the more funny stories you get. You guys want? Who knows Andy? Yvonne. You know Andy Chow, right? He was at your wedding, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a funny Andy Chow one. Okay. Pets in the other room. Okay. He has a dog. Puts it in a cage. This is crazy. Dog starts barking. He panics. Is this Chow? You record this for Andy Chow. You know what I'm talking about, Chow man. Dude is doing. I just started calling him out too. Put him on blast, right? But Andy, he looks at his dog and he's so serious about everything. He runs out there, grabs the crate with the dog in it, and chucks it. I'm like, and I see this in the corner of my eye while I'm presenting. I'm going, oh my God, Michael Vick, right? So I can do these stories all night about funny stuff that happens. You gotta have some funny stories, right? That's what we gotta collect. Collect funny stories. Someone like the tooth pulling his dog in a cage. It's terrible. Don't do that. Okay, here we go. Mastering pop-ups, okay? Just do it now. Just do it now. I love that. Just do it now. Don't be a professional aimer. Fire, ready, aim. Fire, ready, aim. That's literally the deal. Just do it now. I love that word now. Because that's like Nike's just do it. You guys remember Nike? The shoe company? Just do it. Well, true, but in America, right, the greatest nation is governed by another nation, a more powerful nation. A nation that's really in control of our nation. It's called procrastination. When I said that, someone was a governing nation. I know some of you are like, oh, he's been talking to Chris. Visualize the event going perfect. Okay, visualize it going perfect. Have it happen perfectly first in your mind. You guys catch that? You got to visualize the outcome. Oh, I'm telling you right now, the stronger the vision, the better off your success is going to be. You ever heard people be like, oh my God, why do things like this happen to me all the time? You guys ever heard that one? Yeah. You just said it. Why? Because you think that. You guys ever heard people that are bad with names? They're, oh, I'm bad with names. Well, stop saying that. Do you guys see that? Don't say that. You'll be good. Okay? I'm just going to give you, like, this is a great one. Read the book. This is how to prepare. This is during your K-pop-up. The best thing I would encourage you to do, because I didn't want to train on all this stuff, I was just going to give you the cheat codes of the video game. It's called Read the Book, How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less by Nicholas Boothman. The book is like a 1 hour read, and it's one of those books that it's like, you could literally like just pick at it all the time and get little nuggets out of it. It's like one of those type of books. It's almost like a manual, right? It's like, it's super simple, okay? But just, I'm giving you guys that little insight, How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less by Nicholas Boothman. Okay, when you introduce everyone to each other, right, edify each person. This is a big one. So if I'm introducing somebody to somebody, I'm going to say good things about both people. Did you guys catch that? Because nobody rises to low expectations, okay? No one rises to low expectations. You got to understand that. Always get good at talking good about people. When you're introducing people to people, learn how to say good things about them. Like what you like most about them. That's leadership once again, right? We talked about it. You guys, a lot of you know that have been around me for a while, right? Leaders that know about leaders, they focus on what they like about their people's strengths. Focus on strengths. Focus on what you like about them. Okay? And then it'll expand. God, this is good. Well, here we go. I'm so glad I came today. We're getting a great training today. Here it is. Discover everybody's. You guys don't even know what's going to happen next week after team building. You guys just need to make sure you're not throwing like the chairs through the windows and jumping out of the second story because you're fired up. That was a commercial. Okay, here we go. Discover everybody's hot buttons. Hot being the deal and the buttons being the one. FORM. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation or money, whatever. Okay? You want to, what does that mean? Those are the questions you want to ask about. Like if you guys, some of you that have seen me do one-on-ones before, mainly on Zooms, because it's super obvious when you're on Zoom, because it's awkward, I'll just sit there and talk to them and ask them questions about themselves. For like about 20 minutes, and I just tell the Riman story, and then phew, they sign up. It's like super simple. And they're like, oh, I'm so interested. This is so amazing. We haven't even talked about it. All we did was talk about you, but they love it. Do you understand how it works? Yes. Like I'm telling you, it's amazing. When you get good at asking questions, you can spend like an hour chatting with somebody and just asking them questions about themselves, and they'll be like, man, that is the most interesting guy I've ever met. Like you don't even know anything about me. I just ask questions about you, and you love it. You understand? Like interview people, like make them feel like a celebrity. Okay? That's a Jeffrey Gitomer one. He says that in his book. He goes, he shows a picture of Mel Gibson, right? I don't know why, but that's the picture he chooses. He goes, if this guy walked into your place of business, how would you treat him? Treat everybody like that. Boom! I'm like, dang, that's strong. That's stronger than a garlic. Milkshake. Talk about results. Talk about results, not ingredients. Before you start, use bullet statements. You're going to love these products. You guys catch me on this? Results, not ingredients. You're going to love these products. Like literally, you're going to look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, my skin has never felt so good or never looked so good. You're going to be getting compliments all day long. You're going to be like sick of compliments. Everybody's going to think you got work done. You guys see what you're doing? You're getting them to talk about results, not ingredients. The result of what happens when you use the product is what? You see that? That's all I do, man. When I'm launching a brand new person, I'm talking into the future about what's going to happen with that person. Like when they start becoming successful and what's going to happen. Like you just got to learn how to be a vision caster, right? But you want to sell results on ingredients before it starts. Get them excited to want to try the products. I can't wait to watch you put these products on. You're going to fall in love. Like that's the stuff that you say. I can't wait to watch you put these on. Because some people are like, oh, I've got makeup on. I'm not putting it on. I'm not going to take my makeup off. Oh yeah, you are. You're going to love it. You understand? You got to have a backbone, not a wishbone. Like, oh, they just said they're not going to put the products on too. Let me talk to them. Man, you're going to love the products. I can't wait to put them on your face. You're going to be like, oh my God, you're going to love it. Just trust me. I know you got makeup on, but whenever you're not even going to need makeup after you use these products. Boom! Come on now. Be an assistant buyer. Okay? Watch the before and after slideshow like you've never seen it before. Okay? That's this QR code. That's that QR code. And please, do me a favor. Yeah, make sure it works. I've never had a QR code before. But it should take you to a place to be able to download it. It's not going to be downloaded. It's not download. Just
takes you to WeChanger.
Okay, yeah. So basically, take that like link that it gives you and send it to email yourself. Okay, and do it from your computer. You understand? Like you want to have that before and after slideshow. It's so amazing. Okay. Talk about results on ingredients. I love that. Okay, be an assistant buyer. Watch the before and after. So like when I'm watching that thing, I'm like, oh my God, look at that one. That's crazy. Okay? And it's literally something that Taylor Thompson and I put together before we met with all these doctors. She's like, help me put together like a slideshow. It's not like I'm like, well, what before and afters you got? She said, I'll collect this up here, put them in the slide deck. We made it like in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like I can make a better one, you can make a better one, but it's just boom, okay? I'm just letting you know, whoa, look at this person's face. You guys see what I just did? Get excited with them, okay? Just share your enthusiasm, right? Enthusiasm, the last 4 letters of enthusiasm is I-A-S-M. I am sold myself. Wow. That's the jackpot city of all time. Be fired up and transfer that emotion. Now be you excited, okay? Visualize you just won the lottery. You'll be like, oh gosh, I'm so pumped up. I just won the lottery. Like, what? You understand? Like, if you're excited, send an email to your face. Let your face know. Because excitement, like, that's what people want more than anything else. They want to be excited about something, okay? So we're giving you guys the cheat codes of video games, okay? This is so amazing. Now, module 3, we're doing it right now, Mastering K-Pop-Ups. Build Riman with expectancy. If I spelled expectancy wrong, expect that. Expectancy. I love that. So here it is, build Riman with expectancy, okay? This is to prepare after your pop-up. I'm going to give you some golden nuggets right now. This is so good. AAFTC, right? AAFTC means always ask for the close, okay? This is so good right now. If you know you're going to close strong, the event will go great. Boom. Boom. That is, when my mentor taught me that, that was like some of the most life-changing information of all time. You want to know how to have a good presentation? No, at the end you're going to ask them to take action. Then automatically you're going to have a good presentation. You're automatically going to get better. But if you're going to be that somebody, or you're going to be like, like, what? If you're going to do that, your presentation's going to be terrible. Like when I took my wife like first time I met my wife, saw her, said, I got to find out more information about this. And then I went to her, I just said, hey, what's your kind of favorite kind of food? She said, seafood. I go, seafood? You like seafood? She's like, yeah, I'm from Hawaii. I love seafood. I said, oh my God. It just so happens that I know the #1 seafood place in all of Southern California. Most people can't even get in there, but because of the connections I got, I can probably get us in there. I don't know for sure, but if I can, would you be willing to go to lunch with me tomorrow? That was the second pickup line. Some of you know the first. We're not even going to say that. But we'll do the say she's my pizza, okay? It's like 5 people here. They're like, oh, geez. The second pickup line was that, right? At the end, that was my closing statement. Then I'm like, okay, I need to find a good restaurant. Got great news. Got great news. I called her. I got great news for you. You're not going to believe this. I'm able to get this at a table, right? But the reason why I'm telling you that is because I literally have expectancy. And I know at the end of that date, I'm going in for the kissy time. I'm doing a smoochie. I'm doing a smoochie. Okay? I know some of you are like, you're just crazy, Tim. Kissing on a first date like that. But I'm telling you, that's what I'm doing. So how do you think that date went? Went great. Why? Because I knew at the end of the day I was going to ask for a kiss. You guys see that? You understand? If you're going to be like, I'm so scared, you're not going to have a good presentation. But if you're at the end, you're like, all I know for sure is I'm going to get some applications filled out. Your presentation's going to go great, right? So I'm just giving you guys the cheat codes right here. This is now they ask this question. Are you interested? Yeah. Look, I'm just giving you guys stuff that I use. Obviously, some of you are like, I'm going to use this because this is what my leader tells me. Use that. I don't care. Just use something, okay? Are you more interested in just the products, or are you more interested in the products and the opportunity? So I just, at the very end, that's what I say at the very end. Are you interested in the products, or are you also interested in the products and the opportunity? Now, when I say that, I'm smiling and nodding my head. You guys see that? You don't have to be crazy smiling. Like a crazy person. Like, no. I'm like. I do it when I'm on the phone. I'm like this. You guys have no idea how that works. So fill out the application and receive payment. Act like a cashier at a gas station. Like, that's what people like, oh my God, I got so for the credit card, that's crazy. Yeah, like, are you ever been to a gas station before? They're like, cash or credit, swipe here. And I'm like, oh my God, you would be great in my business, right? I'm gonna be that guy. I'm like, I'm in. Like this person, I just found a freaking purple unicorn, right? Like, I've never seen a good closer like you before. You're gonna do great at what I do. That's literally all that it takes. You guys want to know something funny, right? And her husband's here right now. He's probably heard the story more times than I probably said it. But my daughter was like 12 years old, okay? She went to an event. This is in our previous comedy. She went with the event with the corporate trainer, okay? Kind of like the Angie or whatever. That girl had a call to do. She was doing a pop-up in LA for this new group that got started. So she's like, I got to do this call, right? I got to do this call. It was a corporate call. She had to get on it no matter what. So my daughter, she's like, can you just do the overview? She's 12. Now, if you see pictures of my daughter when she's 12, she doesn't look like she's 12, okay? She doesn't look 12, okay? She looks like she's like 19, 20 years old at 12, okay? Maybe at 9 or 10, like she grew up way too fast, okay? Right? That, okay? Woo! Too much. But she did the presentation. And then right afterwards, she passed out the apps, said, put your credit card information on the applications. We're getting you guys started now. She closed the room and then got all their money, like signed everybody up, and then started doing a training on how to be a presenter. This is the God honest truth. Because she didn't know any better. I'll tell you guys another funny story. Back when we were weak, like we used to just do presentations and be back everybody, okay? How we started signing people up on the spot was my wife. We were going to Rancho Cucamonga to go meet with one of our groups. And I knew that there was a guy that loved to do 3-8 calls with me because I know what to say whenever somebody's not interested. So he's like, I got to do 3 calls. Oh my God, I love when you do 3 calls, everybody's interested. Even when they're not, right? So I'm like, that's another training for another day. So I would do 3-8 calls to this guy, and then another guy needed a presentation. So I just told my wife, I said, this guy's ready to sign up. All you got to do is just real quickly run through everything and just go take him to the bank and get him signed up. So she's like, okay. So she did the presentation real quick, and I was just joking with her, but like to see what would happen. She did the presentation, came back. I wasn't paying attention. I'm doing 3-8 calls with John, and then all of a sudden she comes back. Here's the money. Here's the application. Welcome to the team. I'm like, what? I go, well, where'd you get this money from? She goes, oh, I took them to the bank like you said. Because she didn't know any better. You guys get what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, we gotta start doing that. She like invented something new. I'm like, whoa, we can do that. Oh God, I'll tell you this one, we're good on time. It's kind of like this story, okay? My wife cuts the ends off the ham, okay? And we didn't do that in my house. I'm like, why are you cutting the ends off the ham? Why do you do that? She goes, what do you mean? That's what you do. Cut the ends off the ham. Everybody knows that. I'm like, we don't do that. She goes, then you guys are wrong. You guys aren't doing it right. You got to cut the ends off the ham. I go, who told you this? He's like, my mom. So I call her mom up. I say, why? You guys cut the ends off the ham. Why are you doing that? She goes, oh, that's what you do. You cut the ends off the ham. I'm like, what is happening here? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I go, who showed you this? She goes, oh, Grandma Honey. So I call Grandma Honey up. I'm like, Grandma Honey, why are you cut the ends off the ham? She goes, oh, because I have a little oven. Okay, fill out the paperwork and be a cashier at a gas station, okay? Here it is, build Riman with expectancy. Okay, this QR code right here is an objections training. I'm not gonna go into objections today. That's a whole entire freaking training, okay? But objections are buying signs, not stop signs. If you are like, what do I do if somebody says I'm not interested? What are you not interested in? Making more money or having more free time? What are you not interested in? Having a ton of compliments? Or your husband running around the house chasing you? Trying to get kissing time all the time with you. Which one are you not interested in? You understand? Like, that's a training. I'm not even going to get into objections, okay? Because it's fun. Watch an overcoming objection training. BAP, right? Book a party from a party, right? Chris talked about BAM FAM, book a meeting from a meeting. This is BAP. All right? Book a party from a party, right? You can do your own host program, right? So at the end of if you're doing it and you get a bunch of sales and a bunch of people buy, sometimes you're going to have more sign-ups, as just people just wanting to jump in and do this because they're like, I want to make money too. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of customers. When you get a lot of customers, guess what you do? You'd be like, hey, this like was literally, I had so much fun doing this. This was awesome. Like, this was so much fun getting to meet you guys. We just had so much fun. Everybody getting a chance to hang out, whatever, right? Then you just get into it. It's like, look, any of you that want to host a party, guess what? If you create 500 sales, which pretty much is going to be a no-brainer, I'll give you a free, water treatment, so you can try the water treatment. You understand what I'm saying? You use the products to book more parties. Okay? This is, you guys didn't know that Leah Lavoie is special. You guys, this is what I learned from Leah Lavoie, dude. Leah is a machine. She is a pop-up machine. She does just Terminator. She does non-stop, okay? Launch all your new planners, right? Here's what you're gonna do. You wanna launch all your new planners, get them on the next Zoom, and go get them to senior manager ASAP. Get new planners registered always for the Vegas convention. Get them registered right away for what? The Vegas convention. Right when they sign up, what do? Get them to Vegas. Get them committed to Vegas. Why? Because now they're locked in. Like, they're seeing themselves becoming successful in Riman. You don't want people just to join the business, and it's not like a bottle of tequila. We're not trying to give it a shot. You guys get what I'm saying? Oh, give it a shot. Like, this is not about, we're not taking shots, okay? Maybe in Vegas we go, ah! But you got to get registered now. So get them committed right away. When people get started, that's when they're the most excited. Get them committed right away. The first thing I'm talking about is Vegas. Vegas. I just helped Nick sign up this new girl. What was I talking to her about? Vegas, right? She's like, can't wait to go to Vegas. My mom's going too. I'm like, let's get her in too. What are we waiting for? She's going to walk around looking perfect? Or does she want to wish that she was looking the way that she thought? We got a time machine for your face. We got a flux capacitor for your face. Do you guys see what I'm saying? We got the rewind button for your face. I'm having fun with it, right? Remember to post close, right? What's a post close? Say, that was so much fun. This was the best event we've ever had. Like, this was awesome. So guess what they're thinking? This is awesome. But you don't want to be like, all right, see you later. You don't need bio. See you guys. Let me know. Like, you want to make sure you tell them how great it was, how much fun you had. This is amazing, right? And they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is fun. So you want to kind of let them know, okay? That's the post close. So here you go. Last thing is this, follow the S4S system. Bing, bing, bing. Okay? Secrets for success. You guys' mind's about to get blown. People always ask me, Kai win? That dude went director in 21 days. How did he do that? S4S system. This guy was focused on the S4S system. He just believes in it, breathes it, sleeps it, everything. S4S system. Last business that we're in, his biggest month was $1.5 million. Why? S4S system. That dude, do S4S system. That's it. Like, nothing else, okay? So what's the S4S system? Let's talk about it, okay? Follow the 1, 2, 3, 4 system for success. Pick one or more starter kits. So how do you get started? How are we gonna go do, like, look, when somebody gets started, they got like one bottle of cream. Like, come on, man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that cream? You ain't getting no customers with your one bottle of cream. You're not even gonna, you're gonna be dabbing it. You can't be dabbing the cream. No dabbing. You gotta lather that bad boy on your face right from the beginning. Mainly your first like 3 or 4 days, lather that bad boy up. Come shock some people with how good you look. You guys see what I'm saying? I came with like, whoa, dude, what happened to you? Right? So you gotta get some starters, get at least one starter kit with some products in it so you can do what? Pop-ups. You do pop-ups with one bottle of cream. Like, you're struggling. You know what I mean? Mainly if you live with somebody other than you. I know some of you are like living by yourself, you're fine. But God forbid you have people in your house that live with you. They're gonna see how good you're looking, then they're gonna want some cream, right? Like, I only got one bottle. Can't touch this. It's like, come on, man. You gotta have some products, okay? Host at least, so pick one or more starter sets. Number 2, right? Host at least 2 pop-ups a week. Host at least 2 pop-ups a week. with at least 3 prospects in each pop-up. For a minimum of the first 4 weeks. You guys catch that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get you to senior manager within a month. I'm telling you, anybody can do that. But not all of you will. Why? Because some of you don't think you have a boss. Some of you are like, I am the boss. You should be the boss. You should be the boss of yourself. Okay? Be strict, man. I'm not playing games. I do something, I'm going to do it no matter what. Right? Just do it. I'm so nervous. Perfect. That's what you want to be. If you're not doing things outside of your comfort zone, you aren't growing as a human being. That's legit. What's up? Like, you've got to be growing. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse in life. You guys see that? You're either growing or dying. You're either getting better or getting worse. If you keep operating in the confines of what you're used to doing, you're never going to grow. You guys see that? Like, you've got to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Do something that it makes you uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. You're trying to do what? Grow, right? So let me give you guys this. These are the last ones for your notes. August 7th and 8th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, Fall Convention, North America, MGM Grand. You guys know where it's at. We're going to have too much fun. Single tickets are only $139. This is the QR code to make sure you register tonight. Last chance to get registered at this price, April 30th. If you get the 10-ticket bundle, it's $9.99. That goes up to $12.99, 1st and the 30th. Talk to your uplines. Your uplines might have, your upline team leader might have some tickets left in their bundle. If not, just buy your ticket immediately. Just ask. If they do, if they don't, just get it, okay? Get your tickets today. That's the most important thing. We're going to be doing the raffle real quickly. You guys going to bring it up? Next week, you guys already know. Okay, also, hey, I'm going to show you guys how to, if anybody wants to jump on this Zoom, feel free to. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be talking about how you can pop up to director. How you can just pop up your way to director. So do me a favor, Alan, can you bring up the, and then that box of products. We're going to be raffling off some good stuff here. So next week, team building. Oh my God, I can't wait for team building. That's going to be fun. So some of you right now are going to be big winners. And if you're not a big winner, you were here today, so you automatically are a winner. Woo! I'm having so much fun, you guys. Now you guys got to realize we're going to grow to 50 countries in the next 5 years. The leaders that are going to do that are the people that come through this university system. That's why we launched this. We've got to start developing leaders at a very rapid rate. That's why we're doing this university program. Okay, here we go. First winner is, we got 3, let me show you guys. We got three more, we're going to do X cream today. Everybody loves the X cream. Let me get 789, 759. Who's my 789, 759? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now everybody's skeptical. They're like, wait a second. And a brochure. And a brochure. Everybody's doing that. Okay, we're doing brochures. If you win again, Yvonne, now we know something. Now you're pulling a Tony. Something's up. 789, 741. Where's my 741 at? Oh, come on up. Brand new. How cool is that? That is super cool. Jackpot. How wild is that? Here we go. Next one up, we got one more prize in here. This is going to be our last one for the night. And then tomorrow, and guess what? Next week, get ready. We're going to be giving away some prizes as well next week at the team building training that everybody's excited about. This week, when you get people started, guess what you want to do? You want to get them to the university. How do I do that? Where's my card? Jackpot. When I get people started, I'm putting the card in their hands. And then I'm taking it out. I'm going, this right here, this card right here, you got to look at this. This is going to make you successful. Watch, I'm going to do a triple. I'm going to do a triple on them. You guys see I already did a single, now I'm going to do a double. I want you to take a look at this card because this card, it actually outlines everything. Like once you get this card, you're ready to go to the top. Right? Now you've got everything that you need. This is my card. You got to make sure, here, look at this for a second. You guys see I did triple. He's like, I want that dang thing. Do it with the products. When you're about to give out the products, just take it away, take it away, take it away. Make people starve for it. Okay, here we go. Last ticket, here we go. Okay, if this isn't you, next week it's going to be you. Visualize it. It's a good one, guys. It's going to be you. 789, 697, 697.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the home man. Look at Josh on. Congratulations. And you got that nifty brochure. Get your stamp in the back tonight for the course. If you filled out your forms, you're missing a couple. Talk to the person next to you. We're gonna have fun. Next week, we're gonna have a great training. But get credit for being here tonight. Even if this is your first night, make sure you get credit. Super important.